Hey everyone, Ashish on this side from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to another exciting video in the series of ESP-IDF. In today's video, I'm gonna introduce you to a new family member. You can say the ESP32 family member, which is the ESP32-C3 Super Mini, which is really small in size and really powerful. And this is the real ESP32 which we have been using in our all previous videos. But from now onwards, I can shift to this because it's really small in size, but it can perform all the tasks that ESP32 can do. It has an inbuilt Wi-Fi, inbuilt BLE, or you can say the Bluetooth. So this is all that we have in this really small and tiny chip, and we are going to move ahead with this chip in our today's video, and not just today's video but in all our upcoming videos. And what we are going to cover today, we are going to start introducing, or you can say we are going to interface the ESP32C3 Mini into the ESP-IDF, and I will show you how you will do the blinking of LED after interfacing it. So this is our today's agenda, and let's straightforward go to the coding stuff and let's see how this mini ESP32C3 Mini works. So here are the connections of ESP32C3 Mini with the 5 LED, which is connected to the pin number GPIO 2, and the negative terminal is connected to the ground. So this is how we have make the connections. In case you want to keep it for a longer time, not just for the testing, you must apply a resistor across the LED and the ESP32C3 Mini. Otherwise, it may damage your LED. So we are just doing for the testing purpose. So I'm just making the connections like this. So that's all. All right, everyone. So now let's start with the integration of ESP32C3 Mini with the ESP-IDF. And for that, I have already opened a new project in the Visual Studio, but the project is not created yet because we have a separate command. How do we create a new project for the ESP-IDF? And I'll start with that from scratch. And for that, let's just simply open the terminal. And just because I'm using a Mac, and if you are a Mac user or a Linux user, you may have to follow the initial step that we do to start working using the IDF commands. And this thing I have already covered in the previous videos, and if you're not aware about that, you can do refer to the previous videos just to see like what exactly we are doing and how we are doing that. So for that, let me just quickly write up those commands because I'm not going to cover them here. So now I will be able to execute the idf.py commands. I can run this, but currently it won't do anything. Instead, it will show the error just because we don't have the project created yet. So for that, firstly, we'll have to create the project, and that we will create using the idf.py create project. We have created the project in the previous videos as well, and let's give it a name and give it a like location where exactly do you want to create it. And I want to create in the current directly, so I put dot right here. Just press enter. So you can see the project was created, and here you can see this is blink, this is main, and your complete project has been created. Now you can see this is your project, or you can say this is your source code where you will start writing up the code to blink the LED. And currently there is nothing in there. Similarly, this is cmakelist.txt, and this is another for the project. So now this is something that we have done, but let me tell you the very important thing, because of which you will be able to connect your ESP32C3 Mini with the ESP-IDF, and that important step is just write idf.py set target. So by default, the set target value for the ESP-IDF is ESP32. So in case you will not set the target value, it will automatically pick ESP32, which we were using in the previous videos. And that was the reason we may not have used this set target command. But in today's video, we will require that just because we are going to start with the ESP32-C3 Mini. And for that, we have to type ESP32-C3 and just press enter. So now full clean not found. Okay, the problem is we are not into the directory. Currently we are here, and here we have this blink. So firstly I'll have to change the directory and now run this command. So you can see it started building the initial project for you, and it's done. So with this, you have now integrated your ESP32-C3 Mini to the ESP-IDF. Now you can start writing up your code just like we have already done in our previous videos. And after that, we'll simply use the command to build the project and to flash it to the ESP32. And accordingly, your blinking of LED will work. So we have already covered this blinking of LED program. So I will simply copy and paste the code. I'll flash it and I'll show you how we are doing it. So this is the code for blinking of LED. Currently the pin number is GPIO pin number 2, that is set right here. But in our case, we are going to go with the external LED that we will connect to ESP32-C3 Mini. And let's see the pin configuration right here. So you can see this is the ESP32-C3 Mini pin out, and here we can check it accordingly. Here we have GPIO pin number 2. In case you want to go with that, you can connect your LED to pin number GPIO 2 and the other pin to the ground or maybe the VCC, depending on how you're making the connections. And this is how we are going to do that. So currently, let's go with GPIO 0 only, and let's start building up the project and to further flash it. So let's do that. Let's first build it. So the project is built. I think it's not built. We have got an error. So we have to add this library. So now just rebuild it. Now you can see the build is successful. Now just connect your ESP32-C3 Mini to your system and just flash it. So let me do it. Now the LED is blinking with the time delay of 1 second. 1 second on, 1 second off, and it is repeating. So you can see this is how powerful your ESP32-C3 Mini is. In short, it can replicate most of the tasks that ESP32 can do. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our today's video and you have gained some knowledge from this video. If you have liked this video, do click on the like button. And if you are new to this channel and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you will never miss an update from our channel. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and happy learning.